Welcome back to the channel, guys. On today's episode of the 944, we are going to finally replace the automatic undercoating machine part, whatever, aka power steering pump. Take a look. So you can see that nice fresh undercoating going on. Nothing on the passenger side here is going to rot out. Probably goes back to there too, I don't know. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to disconnect it, take it apart, and then I got a case of brake clean, and I am going to brake clean everything on this side again. Because I actually, if you remember my other video, I power washed everything under here. It actually looks like my front main seal is leaking. Great. Wasn't expecting that to happen. So, but that's gonna be another time. But today we're going to focus on this one. So let's get going. And what we want to do today, the first thing we have to do today is, I gotta turn this light on. Then we have to go and disconnect this thing. But I'm gonna get my oil drain out. I recycle gloves until they fall apart because they're expensive, if you're wondering why. Once they get a hole in them, then they're done. Like this one here, I might be able to get away with because I'll flip the hole on the other side. It's not a finger hole, it's a palm hole. A little blow of a weak blow. All right, let's see. Yep, see, there's the hole there. No big deal. Reuse them. And now let me get my oil drain out. And I'm not going to need this late today. Got the oil drain out. Got some stink bugs in here. We're going to have a rude awakening. That's where we're going to be working. All right, what do I do with my light? Losing tools already, guys. Losing tools already. So, it comes, the kit, I got the kit from 944 online, not sponsored by them, but I buy a ton of parts for the 944 through those guys. They are awesome. Ian is the man. So, funny story, I have 3 of these now. 3. The original one is gone. I got rid of it because it was old and whatever. Then I bought one because I wanted to replace it because it was old and everything. Then when I got my rack and pinion, I got another one, which is around this monstrosity of a garage somewhere. And now I got another one. These do have filters in them, so I'm going to save them, and I don't know. Whenever I feel like changing it, I'll change it. So the kit came with a new hose for $299. You get a hose, get all the fittings, power steering reservoir, and last but not least, you get a new power steering pump. So I am going to find my snippy snips. Found them. Well, that was too quick because now I'm going to be searching for other things. So let's check out this pump real quick. It looks like it's called an AAE steering specialist. So we do have to take the pulley off and mount the pulley up. No big deal. And got to fit in here and fit in here. And it looks like it just bolts right up, just like the factory one does. So, hey, I'm not complaining. So let's get this thing drained and replaced. Trying to find my tools. Need 13 over here. There. All right, guys, so this banjo bolt over here is a 19 millimeter, and we're gonna crack that loose. Have all my power steering fluid leak out, as so. I should have taken the lid off the reservoir so it'd flow a lot better. But I didn't. Of course not. Why would I do something like that? Why would I make my job easier? And there goes a crush washer. All right, so that hose there is brand new because that actually came with the rack and pinion, that hose. So that's a good one. I do have another hose up here, and I don't think that is a 18 millimeter at all, or 19. That looks more like a 22 maybe. The top one actually comes from the reservoir. The side one goes to the rack. So let me go look for a 22 millimeter. I think that's what it is. Found one already. Oh, I need a wrench. That ain't gonna fit up there. And bingo, it is a 22 millimeter. Crack that one loose. I don't think I have much in the reservoir anyway because it was empty, because it was really pouring out. So I waited to the last minute. Good thing I was local. Look at the dirt, the oil. There ain't nothing coming out of that reservoir at all. Little stream right here. That's about it. So now we're going to take the, I got dirty. Now I think we could take that pump off because there shouldn't be anything else tied up to it. So now it should just be the 13 millimeter, guys. There we go. Get that loose. This one comes off. Whoa! Hello. Lost the balance there. Spun me around. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This should be the last bolt. And then I should be able to pull it out. So, fairly simple to replace. We'll let that gorgeous V-belt. Come on. Damn. Oh, no. No. I actually have another bolt up there. I do. I knew it wasn't going to be that easy, guys. I knew it. Got one in the front. 13 millimeter also. There, I'm trying to yank this thing out and it's laughing at me. Absolutely laughing. So this 13 millimeter bolt is out. And now I'm confused. Very confused. How the fuck does this come out? Huh. Alright guys, so this thing does wiggle jiggle out because it has a spacer in there. So I just gotta get that spacer out and then this will come out. It's supposed to. That's the spacer. Now this should slide back, but it's not. All right, guys. Before this comes out, it's actually in there pretty good. So I'm actually going to take this pulley off first. No, I'm not. The battery sucks. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna take this pulley off first so I can get that off. And we're gonna, it's got Loctite on there, so we're gonna re-Loctite this also, because we don't want no power steering pulley coming off while we're driving down the road. And I'll put a thread tracer in there and we'll clean all them threads out too. All right, we got one more. One more. Ah, what am I thinking? We don't have to clean the threads out. I got a brand new pump. Those threads can stay like that. But I will clean the threads on the bolt. Just like that, that comes off. Now that gives us access to this bolt here that I'm confused on. I don't know. I should tap out. Maybe if I get a hammer and just gently tap on it. We'll try that. I always feel like the carpentry hammers work best. No, they don't. Damn. Damn. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get some brake cleaning. There's some brake clean up here. I wanna see what's going on. I believe it must be frozen on there. It's gotta be frozen. Because this is what I'm dealing with up there. That part of the stud I feel is frozen inside. It's hard to get a wrench on there, but I'm gonna keep trying and maybe I can take that bolt out. That's what I'm gonna try for. Maybe a 14 millimeter or something. Because 13 wasn't fitting on there. I don't think I can get anything in there, believe it or not. So, where all my float might have been coming from, because it's loose. Huh, crazy. All right, let's try this again. Figure it shouldn't be frozen because it's well lubricated. Well, guys, I'm not throwing in the towel yet, but the only way I am taking this bracket that goes to this pump off, because I can't get the pump out, because that stud is actually frozen into it. I soaked it down with PB Blast. I used heat. None of that crap is working. So, if I break it, I'll replace the whole thing. But I'm not going to take it apart and then try to do it and it breaks. Then I'll be probably a little more upset, I think. I don't know. But let's give it a shot. What do I got to lose? I am chewing up the aluminum. It is moving. So, I'm going to hit the pump. Got it. Had some corrosion on there. That's what was holding it up. Air hammer damage. And let's see how big that is. Yeah, that'll live. That's where I hit it. See, a little bit flattening out, but I don't know if I can see that down. I doubt it's going to interfere with anything. I'm not worried about it. I'll just extra torque it and flatten it out that way. So, but yeah. So if can't get it out, now you know how to get it out. And here, all that extra undercoating wasn't working. I'm just gonna. Some people, this is just drives me insane. Some people go like this. We're gonna let that soak for a little bit. Not me. I just do this. I shower it. It gets a drenching. So that's how I do it. I may go through a lot more, but at least I get it done. I don't just go. There, we'll let that sit for a little bit. Nope, not here. Now guys, we will install the new pump. Not yet. I'm gonna brake clean all that. Then I'm gonna WD-40 it again. Where is all my brake clean? Here we go. Got a half a case. All right guys, so I brake cleaned everything the best I could. Still looks like shit. I'm gonna get back there in a little bit, but I'm gonna get the pump in. But I'm gonna put some more WD-40 up in here and up in there. Remember, no little, you just soak that sumbitch. That'll be all right. Warning, cancer and reproductive harm. Well, we're not gonna eat it, so I guess we'll be okay with it. Unless the car gets cancer, which this car really didn't have any. Quit the cancer before it spread. I did. I didn't get all this crap off here. Oh, come on. Hopefully my nut's not mangled. The nut that goes on here. Hopefully that's not mangled. Oh, look at that. Goes on in and out nice and easy now. Imagine that. I gotta clean that bolt up. Spacer. One. Trying to get the spacer to go in there. But it looks like I have to knock this one piece back a little bit because it's not cooperating. I can't. Great. Or can I? I don't know. Yeah, I think I can tap that back in there. Gonna have to. Beautiful. So, in case you need to know, this here, that was sticking up a little bit. I couldn't get the spacer to go in there evenly, so I just tapped it back. And you can see back there where the bolt is, it moved back some. So when I go to tighten it up, it should slide it forward, and that'll be that. So let me get my dirty new power steering pump up. Because the more I handle it, the dirtier it gets. Very dirty. All right, let's try this again. Now it falls right out. Now I got it. Hee. All right. And my nut still works. Yes. Back that up some. Boom, boom, and boom. All right, guys, so I got the upper banjo bolt on, got the lower banjo bolt on that goes to the rack and pinion. Keeping this loose right now. I think I might have replaced this one or the other hose. I don't know until I get the car down. So I'll drop the car down in a little bit and I'm gonna take a look at it. If I already replaced it, I'm not gonna replace it again. So, but I do got my Loctite ready. We're gonna put the pulley back on and get this thing buttoned up real soon. Put a little bit of red Loctite on there. That should be enough. Pop that there. Whoa. Spilling my Loctite on the floor. Shit's expensive. I'll make sure the floor is locked and tight. One more, then I can put the lid back on. All right. That's there. I'll put this lid back on. Got my rat shit right here. We're going to torque it to, I don't know, full stop. There, it's torqued. That's torqued. Yep, that's real good. And that's torqued. Let's hear it click. My ratchet torque wrench. Yep, that's about right. So, and the pulley straight. So now we're going to put the belt on. Now I got to pick the belt up off the ground. Forgot, I gotta take the bracket off of the old one and pop it on here so we can get that mounted up. Be right back. Got my bracket off, clean it up real quick. All right, so that's cleaned up. So this bracket's gonna go right here like that. So I'm gonna knock these two bolts loose. Now, all right. It's getting there, little by little. And we'll make sure we torque it like we just did. That's torqued. And we'll torque this one to the proper foot-pounds. Click, click, do you hear that? That's torqued to factory specs right there. All right, so we're good with that. Now we can, oh wow, can screw that in now. I like that. Things are making you, Trying to remember which way it turns. See? To the proper tension. There. That's tight. Now we'll tighten this down. Now we will tighten the tensioner down because I got the proper tension on there. Whatever that is, it's tight for me, so I like it. We'll lock this up, then we'll lock the other two bolts up, and then tighten the one banjo bolt going to the rack and pinion. I'll tighten that one up, and then I think we'll be good. Yeah, they're all good. Tighten this one up now. Found it. All right, that's snuggy snug. And then we tighten them other two bolts up. And that there is snug. Then we'll do the back side. And it's now pushing that bushing towards the front. Remember I had to smack it back? It's now pushing that forward. So you want to make sure you tighten that front one up so you can get that done that way. So you got no slop in it. We'll call that done. D-U-N, done. Now I want to check that hose up top. Worst case scenario is I have to disconnect it, but I don't remember. But we'll find out. All right, guys, so I didn't replace that hose because that hose has overspray on it. So I didn't start replacing everything until after I had the car painted. So once the car got painted, I started putting everything back on. So I have to replace that hose now. Ah, damn, that's hard. Yep, so got that. I'm gonna make life easy and slice that hose off. So I'm gonna get a razor blade. You want to make sure you get a dull razor blade. Makes life harder. Finally, I got it off. And got a lot of power steering fluid on here. So I want to make sure we clean it up. All right. Now, we'll go back up in the air so we can get this off. So we are working right in this little tight area. So we're working in this little tight area right here. Where I gotta get a razor blade in there and cut it. And it's hard to get in there. There we go. Now let's see if we can get this off of here. And that's how I know I didn't replace it, because of the red overspray. But we're gonna do that right now. All right, guys, so that kit does come with new hose clamps, but these old ones are in perfect condition, so I'm just gonna reuse them. That way I have an extra set for something else. All right, so this goes up to the top. That part top, this part to the bottom. So we're gonna, I guess, feed this up here. Where is that pump at? Pump, the reservoir. There it is. So it's gonna go on the other side of the fuel filter. I guess I should have looked before I yanked it out. That would make sense, but man, nothing would make sense. Water's still dripping on me. Let me tighten up this hose clamp a little bit. So I'm tighten it so I can just get it up there so it ain't sliding all over the friggin' place. All right, so it's gonna be easier, I think, if I drop the car down and then I can get this bottom one because it's all twisted up top. So let me drop this down. All right, guys, so everything is tight except that one bolt that I'm getting ready to tighten up now, the one banjo bolt. Let's see if I can get with this one. Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and snug this. Slipped off. Found the one I really wanted. I must have temporarily misplaced it. I hate when that happens. That's not gonna go that way either because the damn thing is in the way. Come on. Off. Let me get it from another angle. There we go. That was still loose. That would have been a nightmare, guys. Complete friggin' nightmare. So with that, everything is now tight, the pulley, tension, everything's done on the pump. So now, being I ran it really low, what we're gonna do now is drop it down. I'm gonna fill the reservoir up with power steering fluid. Not gonna start it, turn the key and work the wheel to the left and the right. It will push all the air bubbles out. All right, guys, well, I hope I have enough power steering fluid to fill this up. And I'm not going to use transmission fluid. I've done that before. Never had a problem. But a couple of rack and pinions I bought lately, they says if it has transmission fluid in it, they won't cover the warranty. So I just now use power steering fluid. So it doesn't matter if you use Honda, Fram, STP, Quaker State, whatever it is, as long as it's power steering fluid, you're good. Transmission fluid, nope. So that's why I'm using actual power steering fluid. Now I need another quart. Thought I had more. Well, guys, I'm out of power steering fluid, so I do have enough to go left and right with it up in the air, you know. It's easier to put it up in the air to move tires left and right. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and see how much fluid goes away. And I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I did my left to right shit. So we're going to Put some more of this in there. Fill this up a little bit more. Call it good right there. So let me put this lid back on, and then I'm actually gonna put the lid of that one there and start it up and turn it now. So that way we'll find out if I have any leaks. I hope not, because I just found a leak in the car. I have all brand new seals in here, brand new windshield, sunroof seals, all that crap. And I have water underneath the carpet on the passenger side. So the only reason I did that, because I noticed that my coolant is a little lower than it normally should be. So I was like, I wonder if I got a heater core leak or something, because I don't see any other leaks besides that. And sure enough, I got water in there. It's not coolant, it's actual water, because you can wring it out and it's water. So there's no oily substance in there or nothing like that, like coolant. So now I have to go and tackle that, but that will be another episode. So let me start this up and turn the wheel and take it for a test drive. All right, so we have no leaks up here at all. Let me take this off, see what it looks like. And I'm gonna have to add a little bit more. We'll add some more to it. Some more. Whoops, and sorry about that. And we're gonna top this off. There. And that actually should be good. Shouldn't need any more whatsoever. So let's put that lid back on. I'm gonna put it up in the air. We're gonna take a peek of the underneath. Make sure all the banjo bolts are all good and stuff like that. So back to the leak. Like, whoops. This stuff here, a little dirt there, but not much. I keep it clean. There's no buildup of water or anything like that. This area is pretty sealed. I just have to find where the sunroof drains come in. I know they come in off of here somewhere and come down, they leak. So picking out some leaves. But it's actually really got me bothered, because I spent a lot of money on seals on this car and now I got issues. So, all right, now it's time to take this for a test drive. Well, no, we gotta put it up in the air first. So I'm gonna shut this. All right, now it's shut. All right, guys, everything looks good and dry. So I am happy, happy, happy. Yep, no more leaks. No more leaks for me. Yep, so everything is good. Thank God. So yeah, I'll have to get my pressure washer out one day and just pressure wash all this stuff again. So we'll get that done, but yep, that's it. All right, guys, I heard you. Trust me, I heard you. I heard some of you. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's the wrong power steering fluid putting in there, buddy. And I just kept pouring it in. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Nah, apparently I didn't know what I was doing. So, forgot I was supposed to take Dextron ATF. I put power steering fluid in it. I don't think it's gonna hurt it. So now I gotta do more work and suck that stuff out. And then I have to drain like the rack and stuff like that. So my tripod still broke. I have to get that part. I didn't get it in yet. So then some of you were yelling, saying that I looped my rack and pinion line underneath my sway bar and mounted it into the power steering pump. And I realized that when I was editing this video. So now I got the car in here. I'm gonna suck all that stuff out and fix that line. So let me get to it. All right, so we'll take this off. That's on there pretty tight for my left hand. So we have that, and it's basically clear. So with a little tint to it, because I did have other stuff in there, ATF prior to this. So this is how I'm going to suck it out with my artificial insemination kit. So I'm going to artificially inseminate this tube with that power steering fluid. So let me snap this together real quick and start sucking. So, and this is what you have. So I'm going to put that in there like that. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Damn, make sure it ain't locked. All right, guys, so I have one tube done. Now I'm gonna squirt it in here, get it all out, and then ruh-roh, went a little too far. So then we're gonna repeat. All right, so that is all done now. So I will, after I swap that line around underneath, I will start putting power steering, ATF power steering fluid in there. Automatic transmission power steering fluid. Yeah, Dextron. That's all you gotta know. So let me get this car up in the air. I have to disconnect it here, right there, and just loop it under and connect it. So, because if this thing catches something, I'm screwed. So I'm gonna tuck that under, drain a little bit of that crap out of there, and then fill this puppy up. And boom, just like that, it's back in the original spot. So all's good. Now I'm gonna drop it down and fill it up. All right, guys, so this is on my 84 944. You can see it's all wet down here. Let me get this set up real quick. Look. Okay. It's all wet. Got some more here. Look at that. So I have no idea why, but I have to find out why. Now I gotta dry all this crap out. So I'm gonna keep this all pulled up. I'm gonna go stuff some rags down there and dry that up. Story behind the car: it has all new seals. It's got new sunroof seals. It's got $4,000 worth of seals. Every seal on this car was replaced when I stripped this car completely down, and now I have this nightmare going on. So I gotta figure it out. Any help? Appreciate it, guys. All right, guys, so I test drove the vehicle and it is running spectacular, impeccable. I love that car. Great hand-on car, power steering pump. It's good. So if you need to buy a new one, just go to 944 online. I'm not being sponsored by them, but I never had any problems with any of their parts. When you've seen it in the video, it's a pretty decent pump. They give you everything. So that's what you got to do. But again, this car is phenomenal. I love it. 25.5 miles to a gallon of gas. You can't get that in other cars like that back in the day. That's great gas mileage, especially for today. So it's my daily driver. Drive it all over the place. But I am going to go look and see why that water is leaking in. I do believe it's a sunroof tube, probably came off or something like that. So I just got to get in the garage and check it out and see what it is. But thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.